I welcome you in RC design class. It's a great honor that our department get an NBA accreditation. So I shall teach you this subject. Subject name is design of reinforced concrete structures, paper code C501, and this is Mr. Rohik Sahu. So I take your class. So, so this is lecture number 1 and lecture number 2. So you know that RC design has wide application in civil engineering field. So you have to learn this subject properly. So this is a course coverage of RC member. So in syllabus, the syllabus which we are going to cover, that is the design of different RC members like slab, beam, column, foundation. You know that in RC framed building, in a RC frame building, so different structural components are used like slab, beam, column and foundation. So what is slab? Slab is basically supported on, this is a two-dimensional horizontal member which is supported on beam, and the persons, the peoples are working on the slab. We are standing on slab, so the peoples are working, so the people load comes. Also the furnitures are also kept on slab, so the loads, so that those loads are acting on slab. So this, the load transfer from slab to beam, because the slab is supported on beam, so load is transferred from slab to beam, and the load means the weight of slab, also the occupants load, furniture load. So those loads are acting on slab, so those load transferred to beam because slab is supported on beam. So you see that this is a panel where the ends are, the edges are supported on beam. So the whatever the load is acting, the load is transferred to beam. Now the beam is, what is beam? Beam is also a horizontal member, and it is supported on column. Beam is basically connected with column. So, and beam transfer load to the column. So the beam take load from slab, and also the weight of beam, and also you know that the generally in building the walls are constructed over the beam, so wall load also directly applied to the beam and beam. So those load transfer from beam to column because beam is supported on column. Now column is a vertical member which transfer load to the foundation. So column again connected with foundation. Generally foundation has wide area, like this is a foundation which is raised on soil. So here the column, so foundation has a bigger area, so load transfer to the foundation, then foundation distribute the load in a greater area, and finally this load transfer to the soil or earth. So this is a load transfer mechanism of building. So how the load transfer from slab to beam to column, column to footing, and footing to soil. So the all members, so all the RC members you have to design is the in this syllabus. You shall learn the design of those members. Now now we know that, so this is a RC design. So means the in this design the reinforced concrete materials are used. So these reinforced concrete sections are made by two material. One is concrete, another is steel. Now we shall learn the material property, how the concrete are mixes, and what are the material property, what are the structural property of the concrete. So that you have to know, because as a designer you have to focus the structural properties, you have to focus on the strength of concrete. So how much strength it has, that you have to understand and that you have to consider. So in concrete, so generally the concrete is a mixture of cement, sand, coarse aggregate, and water. So sand is a fine aggregate, and coarse aggregate means that is the stone chips, and we add the water. So how the mixes are done? So what happened? So generally the water reacts with the cement, and so this reaction is called hydration. So in hydration, so after a adhesive paste is adhesive paste was formed, so which keep all particles together. So generally we use nominal mix for mixing the concrete. So this is called ready mix concrete. This is the so at site for normal construction the nominal mix are followed. And but the one thing you note, remember that it does not give a guarantee to achieve desired strength. So what is the desired strength? Desired strength is the value 20. This is a compressive strength, ultimate compressive strength. So it does not give a guarantee to achieve desired strength. But this nominal mix we follow because we easily mix the concrete by simply we following the proportion. So this is popular, and the workers or for such nominal mix are used. And you don't need any calculation, detailed calculation. So these proportions are followed. So here what proportions are used to make M20 grade of concrete? This is a grade of concrete, and the mixing proportion for M20 grade of concrete is 1 part cement. I mean, to make a certain volume of concrete, you have to use 1 part of cement. So you know the volume. So 1 part. So in that volume, so you calculate the 1 part cement you add, then 1.5 part stone chips, and the 3 part sand. So this is called nominal mix, which are used in the field by for normal construction, for residential building, and as well as public building. So so the such mixing are used. And another thing is, so for M15 grade of concrete, the proportion is 1:2:4, and M25 grade of concrete, the proportion is 1:1:2. And one thing you note that as per code, so you take a note, as per code for RC construction, the minimum grade of concrete is M20. For RC construction, the minimum grade of concrete is M20, whereas for plain concrete, the minimum grade of concrete is M15. Plain concrete is in plain concrete we are not using any reinforcement. So this is the without reinforcement concretes are concretes are mixed. So as per the IS code, minimum grade of concrete is M20 for RC construction, and for plain concrete, you use M15 or below M15. So next we discuss uh, the grade of concrete. So generally the grade of concretes are considered for different construction. The different grade of concretes are used, and this grade of concrete are this concrete is graded on the basis, and where this M value, M is the design mix. So in previous slide we have seen that we are using the nominal mix for M20 grade of concrete, but here we use the design mix, and the value indicate the compressive strength, and the unit is the value indicate the compressive strength, and the unit is Newton per millimeter square or MPa. And this design mix give a guarantee to get the desired strength. So in nominal mix, so you see that in nominal mix, although it is a we don't need any detailed calculation, but it does not give any guarantee to achieve the desired strength. But if you follow the design mix, if you follow the design mix design code, then it give a guarantee to achieve the desired strength. So so following this code, we find out. So there are number of equations are used, and using that equation and following the code, we find out the how much coarse aggregate are required, how much fine aggregate are required, how much cements are required, and how much water you have to add for a particular volume of concrete. That you have to find out using the equation. So here you need detailed calculation to make M20 different grade of concrete, M20, M25. So now that this is as a designer, so when you use the material as a structure, when you use the material for design, so you have to know the strength of material. So in concrete, the compressive strength is computed because the concrete is strong in compression. So and the RC sections are mainly designed to consider the compressive strength of concrete. So the concrete has a different strength, but the compressive strength we consider because the concrete is strong in compression and weaker in tension. So that's why the compressive strength are computed. Now here the cubes are casted. This is the 150 mm cubes. 150 mm cubes are made in the laboratory